Hello, beautiful. Welcome back. This is Quyn. Today, I would like to talk to you about emotional detachment. Why is it that women who master emotional detachment, they really win in love? They actually thrive, especially in long-term love. Right? Long-term love is like a marathon. You better have energy. You better have the endurance. Right? So why do they thrive? Because often what happens is in relationships, as women, we think that, oh, we got to give so much. But yet over time, you start to lose your balance, right? We think that a lot of emotional investment, the more emotionally invested we are in a relationship, in a guy, the stronger his love would be for us, right? So that's what we think. But the reality is that women who have healthy level of emotional attachment, the man is more likely to respect them. He is more likely to be attracted to them long term. And they're more likely to be happy as well. So it's a win-win situation. Now, when I say emotional detachment, I don't mean being cold or being distant or being indifferent. What I mean is a woman who is emotionally detached is able to love deeply, but yet at the same time, they're able to keep their identity, their confidence, and their independence, their emotional stability. And so, if you find that what I'm sharing with you is valuable for you in your relationship and also helping you to feel more loved and empowered, then please subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. Okay, so I will talk to you first about 5 reasons why emotional detachment is so important for women in relationships. And then I'll talk to you about 10 ways how to cultivate emotional detachment, because it's hard. It's hard to be emotionally detached when you love so much, right? And keep watching to the end, because number 10 may surprise you. Okay, so 5 reasons why emotional attachment matters. Number 1, you get to keep your value and your spark, because independence is super interesting to a man. Your independence, very interesting to a man. And when you keep your passions, your hobbies, your friendships, your interests, you become a very, very magnetic woman. So keep that in mind. Number 2, when you emotionally detach, you're able to make better decisions, right? Because why? You have more clarity. You're able to respond instead of react, right? And therefore, you prevent unnecessary conflicts, okay? Number 3, you get to avoid, so when you are emotionally detached, you avoid emotional dependency, because when you enjoy your life, you're able to find ways to enjoy your life. You create your own happiness even when he's busy or when he's away. So number 4, you keep love fresh. Guess what? They say that air is needed for fire. Space is needed for desire. So when there's space between you and him, so when you give him space, he gets to miss you. He desires you more. And also when you guys come back together, right? When you come back together, there's more curiosity, more appreciation. When you come back together, more appreciation. He has more appreciation for you, more curiosity towards what you've been up to, right? You also bring back positive, passionate energy when you have been away from each other. And number 5, you get to protect your mental health. right? So you can be supportive to him without losing yourself when he's stressed, right? So when we are superly emotionally attached, when he's stressed, when he's upset, then we become upset. But when you are emotionally detached, then even when he's stressed out, when he's upset about things, when he's grumpy, you still able to protect your mental health, you're still able to be emotionally balanced. Now, what are some ways to cultivate emotional detachment? So I'm going to share with you 10 ways. Number 1, build a fulfilling life. So keep your friendships, your hobbies, your goals alive. That's super important. So a lot of women, when they are with a guy long term, they tend to kind of like no longer keep the friends, or they don't see the friends as often. They stop going to the gym, they stop exercising, they even stop trying to look good because they feel like I got him, so they don't have to do anything. So don't do that. Number 2, observe, right? So imagine this. When you are sucked into a vortex, it's hard to be able to see, right? Or even when you're too close to something, you're not able to see it. But when you're able to step back and observe, you're able to see the whole picture. You're able to notice things. You're able to notice red flags, green flags, yellow flags about a person. Okay? So I would say step back and observe. Number 3, keep your boundaries. So important. So agree on what supports your well-being, right? So if you like to do things with him, like to spend more time, it makes you feel good, it makes you feel energized, then do that, right? But if you find that spending a lot of time together kind of drains you, kind of makes you feel smothered, then say calmly that you would like to have some space. There's a woman that told me her boyfriend really enjoys going out to all kinds of events, and he wants to go out with her, but she's introverted, so she enjoys going out with him. But if she goes out too often, she feels drained and exhausted, and also she loses herself over time. So I've coached her to express her need for space, right? So really okay to say no. So then there's certain events she would say no to going with him, and then certain events she would say yes. And then it makes it even more interesting for her when you go together. So number 4, pause before reacting. Super important, right? So whenever you notice some kind of emotions coming up, some kind of feeling that you feel strongly about, take a deep breath and then respond. Even ask yourself, why does this upset me? Why am I triggered by it? Maybe it's something about him, or maybe it's something about you. But until you take that time to take a deep breath, to respond, or maybe even to take some time away and think about it and then respond, depending on how big it is, it's going to really help you to have more clarity. So number 5, invest in yourself, right? So grow your skills, optimize your health, or optimize your independence. You know, as a blind person, even if I'm in a relationship, I love to learn things. I learn about investments. I learn about how to make videos. I learn about how to exercise in ways that's good for women my age, that sort of thing, right? And keep yourself independent, especially emotional independence. Make your own decisions. That's going to help you not only to be more interesting to him, but you also get to be authentic with yourself, get to be true to yourself. Number 6, stay socially connected. Don't drop your friends. Keep seeing your family. I have moved to Powell River here about 11 years ago. but I still really keep track of my friends, keep in touch with my friends in the Low Mainland. So whenever I come to the Low Mainland, and I'm going to move there soon for good, right? I would have friends to see, events I want to go. I just love connecting with people. Not all the time, but when I do, I feel super good. So number 7, care for your emotions. Now, everyone is different about this. Some people, they feel better when they exercise. Some people, they journal. Some people, they talk to somebody that they trust, right? Some people, they would see a therapist regularly. I would see a therapist once a month to talk about work, to talk about things, or a coach even. And for me, what works for me is self-hypnosis or self-EMDR, because I look at self-hypnosis as a way to keep my mindset positive. And self-EMDR is a way for me to get rid of garbage, because we all accumulate garbage in our mind, in our heart, right? Emotional garbage or baggage, if you want to look at it that way, right? So do things to take care of your emotions and don't neglect your emotional well-being. So number 8, whenever things happen, what you can do is pause and ask yourself this question: is this good for me long term? Right? So if this keeps going, is it really good for me to do this long term? Is it sustainable? Another related question to ask is this good for us long term? Right? Is this kind of the direction of the relationship that I want in my life? And so when you ask this question, it guides your choices better. Number 9, you need to accept the fact that you can't control everything, and certainly you cannot control anyone. You can only control you, right? So learn to trust without managing. Know that you need to stay or focus on what's in your, what they call hula hoop, right? What's in my hula hoop is me, my feelings, my thoughts, my choices, my actions. And outside my hula hoop is him, his actions, his feelings, his choices. So focus on what you can control. And then the rest, you got to learn to let go. And you got to learn to trust. And actually, the more you let go of control, the more in control you feel within yourself. And number 10, be okay about walking away. A lot of the time, we get so upset because we're desperate inside to keep the relationship, to keep him, to keep his love. But the biggest power a woman can have in a relationship is being okay of walking away. I don't mean to actually walk away, but to be okay with the possibility that if this doesn't work for me, if he keeps treating me bad, or if this relationship keeps going the way that I feel a lot of pain or a lot of suffering, a lot of hurt, I am okay walking away. And so when you come to that conclusion, it helps you to be more at peace. And so in this moment, I choose to be this person. But if it no longer works for me, I am okay walking away. Okay? So when you master emotional detachment, what you get to do is you get to keep your love alive. You get to keep his love, his desire for you alive without losing yourself. And what's also true is that both of you get to grow, right? To grow stronger towards each other. And yet you get to keep choosing each other again and again. So it's truly a win-win situation in love. So, good luck, enjoy cultivating emotional detachment. So at first, it may feel awkward, it may feel weird, but over time, you're going to master it and you're going to see how much more empowered and how much more loved you feel in your relationship with Him. So, if you find what I'm sharing with you helpful, please subscribe, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye.